Peak. Nothing short of absolute peak. Where do I even start when talking about this game? I guess with the intro. As I patiently waited for GTA 6 to release, I decided to take it upon myself to play the iconic Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Not only would it be appropriate as GTA 6 takes place in Vice City, but I never played GTA Vice City.
Ain't no fucking way.
Well, I did, calm down. Let me be more specific and say I never finished it. You see, my version of playing GTA Vice City was mostly at a friend or cousin who had the game. So I'd get the chance to do a mission or two, or mostly just watch them play because I was so young. When we finally had our own console, we'd play the game by borrowing the disc from a friend. And back in the day, when someone borrowed you a GTA game on the PS2, it was like lending them your Ferrari. And if I lended you my Ferrari, you better believe I'm not letting you have it for more than 24 hours. Also, when we did finally have our own GTA Vice City, the disc would end up scratching. So yeah, we were pretty bad at taking care of stuff. But that doesn't matter anymore, because I'm up now. Well, I'm older. And through the power of the internet and my cheap PC, I could finally fully play and finish GTA Vice City. My own GTA Vice City. And man, I gotta tell you guys, if I could sniff this game, bro, I'd go 100% pure grade A Colombian, my friend. Let's dive into Vice City. Our story follows Tommy Vercetti, a member of the mafia who gets sent from up north down south to Vice City by the Italian mafia and Liberty City to carry out a drug deal. This was the mafia's way of entering the Vice City drug scene because they heard that coke in Vice City was selling like sex dolls in Japan. So they wanted in. This deal, which gave birth to what is now my favorite line in gaming, 100% pure grade A Colombian, my friend. Let me say it. Goes bust as somebody snitch and you guys are ambushed, losing the drugs and the mafia's money as you escape. The Italian mafia in Liberty City who sent Tommy are understandably not happy with this development.
You better not be screwing me, Tommy, because you know I'm not a man to be screwed with.
And Tommy's new job whilst in Vice City is to find out who was behind this ambush and take care of them and get the money back before the mafia, After receiving a tip, you attend a yacht party where you're introduced to a colorful group of characters who will all later have their own parts to play in the story and really bring this game to life, not just as a classic Grand Theft Auto game, but as a Grand Theft Auto game taking place in Vice City. You got the congressman who cheats on his wife with the adult film actress, the guy who knows a guy, the former football player who transitioned into business, the shady real estate businessman, the musician whose body probably uses cocaine as fuel at this point, the film director who definitely doesn't take advantage of female actors, the pastor who has a mansion and a private jet because God wants him to, the host Colonel Cortez, who's a retired colonel who secretly deals weapons and military secrets, and most importantly, Ricardo Diaz, the big shot drug kingpin of Vice City. Tommy confronts Colonel Cortez, demanding to know who could have been behind the ambush, since the colonel helped set up the deal, to which the colonel says Tommy should relax and things like this take time. Basically saying, hey buddy, this is a GTA game. You're gonna have to do a couple missions for me before I give you what you asked for. Okay, what do you need me to do? Steal advanced military technology from the French government. Okay, bet. During a search for the truth, Tommy encounters Lance. You know, the guy in the helicopter who flew away after the ambush. Turns out the guy Lance came with 100% pure grade A Colombian, my friend. Yes, I will be saying that line every time I talk about him. Anyways, that guy was Victor, Lance's brother, and he died in the ambush. So Lance wants his revenge, and just like Tommy, he wants to know who was behind the ambush. So you guys are kinda like on the same side. right? After casually stealing a tank from the US military for Colonel Cortez, he finally reveals that Ricardo Diaz was the person that orchestrated the ambush that killed Lance's brother. 100%
pure.
and caused Tommy to lose millions of the mafia's money. So Tommy and Lance start working for Diaz in order to gain his trust, which will make it easier to kill him and take over Vice City after. Pretty simple, right? We do a couple jobs for the guy and then... But Lance, who didn't see the vision, had to try and kill Diaz early, to which he failed miserably, revealing our whole plan in doing so. Now we have to kill Diaz before we're prepared to. But we're successful and we clip Ricardo Diaz, taking over his mansion and renaming it to Vassetti Estate. Now that Tommy and Lance are the new kingpins of Vice City, their relationship starts to get a little rocky. Lance becomes insecure because Tommy simply has more aura than him. I mean, this man literally calls Tommy and tells him about his past and how he was bullied in school and wah. Hit the gym, buddy. But yeah, Lance just kinda cries and then leaves the team for a while, leaving Tommy alone to build their new empire brick by brick. He only returns mysteriously after Tommy buys the Printworks, which is a business Tommy plans on using to print counterfeit cash. Now, if I was Tommy, I'd backbreaker Lance. But there's bigger problems. The mafia's back, and they think they're entitled to everything Tommy has built alone in Vice City. Tommy plans to pay the mafia the money that he lost them once they arrive, but being the hustler that he is, the money's all fake from the counterfeiting business. Just to clarify, Tommy has more than enough cash to pay the mafia back. He just said fuck him and plans to pay him in fake cash. He's really just doing it for the love of the game. Anyways, once the mafia boss arrives at Tommy's mansion, he reveals that he knows the cash is fake, and that's when this insecure cockroach, Lance, betrays us, revealing that he's the one that told the mafia boss about our entire plan. Mind you, Lance doesn't even know Sonny. Like, bro, you just met the guy and you're already sucking him off like... The final showdown takes place where you have to kill Lance and Sonny, which Tommy does in a crazy gunfight at his estate. After taking out all his ops, Tommy hits this cold ass pose, realizing that he's now cockroach free and free of the mafia. This is the only time we get to see Tommy truly happy as he embraces Ken and sits on top of the throne in all of Vice City. From beginning to end, Grand Theft Auto Vice City just hits you with its strong presence and creative experience. One thing I definitely wasn't expecting but ended up loving was the incredibly diverse cast that just worked so well. I mean, the game introduces you to such a unique group of characters in terms of their background. You have Ken Paul from England, the Love Fist Band from Scotland, Ricardo Diaz from Colombia, Avery Carrington from Texas, the Cuban and the Haitian gang. What really sold me was, of course, their accents. The voice actors did an incredible job. Talking to anyone in Vice City just feels like stepping into a small little new world, really pushing the idea that Vice City is a place where people of all different backgrounds come to look for success and glory. It's also pretty accurate given that Florida is the most diverse state in the US, which is where Vice City is based off. So credit to the developers. The conflict between the Haitian and the Cuban gang, which is pretty much a side story because it's not connected to the main story, is something I really enjoyed, as Tommy has to play both sides, doing favors for both the Haitians and the Cubans without the other knowing. He ultimately chooses the Cuban gang, which of course angers the Haitian gang, where even after you finish the game, if you go to the Haitian neighborhood, you will still get shot at, which was a really cool revelation. The environment in this game was also very well done. The distinct difference between where the Cubans live and the Haitians live. the corporate area, and the seaside. Traveling between islands was also really fun and brought a new twist to getting from one place to another. You really begin to understand how the city works when there's only certain routes you can take to get from one island to the other. The character builds in Grand Theft Auto Vice City are also very realistic, believe it or not. Like, why is Diaz so short? And why is Auntie Paulette built like that? Oh yeah, that's because there's actually people who look like that in real life. It's a small detail, but seeing it made me realize that everyone in Grand Theft Auto 5 is built very averagely. So I really appreciate the extra mile they went in Vice City. This game has some of the most fun missions I've played in any Grand Theft Auto game. Like having to drive the Love Fist limo really fast for like 2 minutes straight, or the bomb attached to it will explode. Going full Fast and the Furious style by riding your bike from the top of one building to the other to get to the Vice City lights so Tommy can promote his new movie, which looks like this. Or the Taxi Mafia, which is just one of the most ridiculous concepts you can think of, having 1 minute to kill Tommy with their cars as you just break their ankles in yours. You can really tell that Rockstar North had a lot of fun making this game. And although Leslie Benzies practically threw his entire reputation into a volcano today, I still have to give him a lot of credit for his past work. You can tell the budget for this game was pretty small, as the story is short and the map is small for GTA standards, but the developers still gave it their all, packing GTA Vice City with an incredible story, characters, side missions, and even content after you finish the game, blending crime, drama, and nostalgia to recreate Rockstar's version of 1980s Miami. Tommy's story, after being set up by the Mafia and spending 15 years in jail, only to get thrown into Vice City with nothing to his name but debt to the Mafia, has to work his way up by running errands for everyone he meets, how his relationship with Vance fell apart even though everything seemed so perfect, indicating that some things, no matter how certain you are, just aren't meant to be, how he hated everything in Vice City, took risks, achieved success, and seeing everyone's reaction to that success really was a full circle moment. So when Tommy takes out the entire Mafia alone and sits at the bottom of those steps, you can feel the weight lifting off his shoulders, knowing that the Mafia is no more and he now has full control over his life as he sits over Vice City. And for the first time in the game, he cracks a joke and laughs. And that, my friends, is a Vice City story.
Who is this thickhead?
Tommy Vercetti. You remember me.
You do a good job. You work for me now.
I work for money.